wagwan. Yeah. I came from a land. It have many water, many great sons and many daughters. And we have the land, yo, where many ask for. We never see Katrina, nah, those disaster. I feel nice, we come from the golden city. Girl born in gold dust, so we show them pretty. The man full of faith, me nah know none must slippy. Guyana, me say big up on no city. Cause this is the dear land of the free, land of the many waters, resources and trees, land of the rivers and seas. I proud, Phoebe, Guyanese, land of the Amerindians, the Africans, the East Indians, and Portuguese, not to mention the Europeans and the Chinese. Them feel blessed from Guyana beach breeze. Cause enough people tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live. Land of the biggest one drop fast. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. Alright, 1, 2, mic check. View from gravity, are the nicest. Match time, my city, are the hypest. We see them gyal wind up in a some liquor tight dress. We are hustle from morning till night catch. Them finno Guyanese, get a youth not like rest. House and car, them finno we like press. Check the bank line them, we not like check. We got gold and diamond, them think priceless. Timber bauxite, then check the aisle next. GDF, Miami is the finest. I mean I talk about the sugar, nah the rice yet. So a Marshall, I drop the Guyanese bomb. For feed the nation, that's the Guyanese plan. Big up a kilo, them with them Guyanese and Guyana. That's where them Guyanese from. People tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live. Land of the biggest one drop fast. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. I came from a land, it have many water, many great sons and many daughters. Is we have the land, what many ask for, we never see Katrina or nah, those disaster. I feel nice, we come from the golden city. Girl born in gold dust, so we sure them pretty. The man full of faith, we nah know none must slippy. Guyana, we say big up on no city. Enough people tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live. Land of the biggest one drop fast. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. Hello, Wagwan. I the nuclear family, every master one up fully. A one-time records, a 592, we think them. Hello, Wagwan.
Hey, yo, my G, where you from?
Guyana.
Ghana?
No, Guyana. Yeah. Hello, Wagwan. Yeah. I came from a land, it have many water, many great sons and many daughters. And we have the land, yo, where many ask for. We never see Katrina, nah, those disaster. I feel nice, we come from the golden city. Girl born in gold dust, so we show them pretty. The man full of faith, me nah know none must slippy. Guyana, me say big up on no city. Cause this is the dear land of the free, land of the many waters, resources and trees, land of the rivers and seas. I proud, Phoebe, Guyanese, land of the Amerindians, the Africans, the East Indians, and Portuguese, not to mention the Europeans and the Chinese. Them feel blessed from Guyana beach breeze. Cause enough people tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live. Land of the biggest one drop fast. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. Alright, 1, 2, mic check. View from gravity, are the nicest. Match time, my city, are the hypest. We see them gyal wind up in a some liquor tight dress. We are hustle from morning till night catch. Them finno Guyanese, get a youth not like rest. House and car, them finno we like press. Check the bank line them, we not like check. We got gold and diamond, them think priceless. Timber bauxite, then check the aisle next. GDF, Miami is the finest. I mean I talk about the sugar, nah the rice yet. So a Marshall, I drop the Guyanese bomb. For feed the nation, that's the Guyanese plan. Big up a kilo, them with them Guyanese and Guyana. That's where them Guyanese from. People tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live. Land of the biggest one drop fast. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. I came from a land, it have many water, Many great sons and many daughters. Is we of the land. What many ask for, we never see Katrina or none those disasters. I feel nice, we come from the golden city. Girl born in gold dust, so we sure them pretty. The man full of faith, we don't know none was slippy. Guyana, we say big up on the city. Enough people tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live. Land of the biggest one drop falls. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. Hello, Wagwan. I the nuclear family, hey master, one up fully. A one-time records, a 592, we think that. Hello, Wagwan.
Hey, yo, my G, where you from?
Guyana.
Ghana?
No, Guyana. Yeah. Hello, Wagwan. Yeah. I came from a land. It have many water, many great sons and many daughters. And we have the land, yo, where many ask for. We never see Katrina, nah, those disasters. I feel nice, we come from the golden city. Girl born in gold dust, so we sure them pretty. The man full of faith, me nah know none was slippy. Guyana, me say big up on no city. Cause this is...
We're ready to go with Courdel Jones. You know it's gonna be real from 8 to 9. Bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wide in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Time to feel the flow. Turn your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way, in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, or toast. With Courdel Jones, we'll give you the most. Livewire, we'll give you the way. To the energy, the beat of the street, the show that connects, it's where people meet. We're wired to your world, we got the news. On Livewire, there's nothing to lose. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to another episode of Livewire. We're finally back into the studio after dismantling to go live on the outside. Wasn't as successful as we wanted, but nevertheless, the show goes on. We keep trying to make things better and sort out whatever problems we may be having. Morning to everybody across the 10 administrative regions of Guyana. Morning to everybody across the diaspora. Special good morning to the persons in the comment section. I trust everybody had a restful night and they're ready for all the activities planned out today. Again, sorry about not having a program yesterday. It's so weird, like how things happen. Um, so I came down from Albion yesterday, on Sunday evening, and I stopped to get something to eat. And it was weird. I wanted to pay with my card, but they said their machines weren't working. So I went back to the car to like count up the money to get the money to buy what I wanted. Now coming back to the place that I was going to eat at, there's like a little, like a, I don't know, like a inch or 2 inch decline, like from one level to the next. When you look at it, it like it serves no purpose. It's probably like something that was there and they just built an attachment, but it's not leveled. Oh, jeez. Right. So getting the money out the car, going back to the vehicle. Well, I wouldn't trip. I ring my ankle. Was horrible. So when I got home, I had to hop up the stairs. I couldn't take any of the equipment out the car. So that's how we ended up not having a show yesterday morning because a lot of stuff in the car and I couldn't fetch it back up to the studio. Nevertheless, we're here again this morning. I trust everybody's having a wonderful morning. Morning to all the persons in the comment section. General Narendra, good morning. Do not Prasad. Arnold Hanuman, morning to you. Alan Khan, good morning. Pamela Gopi, Visunath Mohan. Mohammed Isaf, good morning to you. Jesus. Wow, sorry. Brian Miguel, good morning. Joseph Satar, Rahima Morali, Sarah Mosley, Chef Rocky, NY. Chef Rocky, morning to you. Walter Fisher, good morning. Srirat Rabindranath, good morning to you. Chris, Eunice Rabubir, Ronald Jones, Ganesh Barak, morning to you. Abdul Latif, Balwan Danraj, Estelle Ramnat, good morning to you. Chris endorsing the PVP for 2025 elections. Prasad Pati, good morning. Shariza Mustafa, good morning to you. Maureen Razio, Maggie Singh, good morning to you. Joan Ruplal, good morning. Datan Andalal, Jocelyn Diabru, good morning to you. Suknandan Bud, Leslie Mangal, good morning. Ricky Knott, Bibi Kali Charan, morning, everybody. Now, I didn't get to be here with you guys yesterday, but if I was, we'd have definitely been talking about Albion and what took place there. I mean, more and more I see, and I understand that your turnout at rallies don't determine the votes you get at the election. I concede to that because you could get a certain turnout at a rally and that doesn't translate to votes. But it's a pretty good indicator of what your support base looks like, right? It's a pretty good indicator. And from all indications that we've seen, shout out to Kippy's Auto Works, big up yourself, right? As in relation to what, why you know, sometimes you just want to think with old people, but you can't bother with them. Ronald Jones, I allow you, right? I allow you. But we'd definitely be talking about Albion. Massive turnout. So I posted some drone shots of the area there, right? And then I posted some more after the fact. I will tell you this. As someone who had to work in the space on that day, you could barely move. Even if you're turning to the side, excuse me, you could barely move. The little side street to go to the ground, packed. Over the canal, packed. On the road front, packed. Right? When I tell you, if you see, even there's a Chinese supermarket on the corner there, just after the street for the Albian Community Center, Wrong Street. I don't know if that's the right name, right? But even the Chinese outside packed with people. China know when last that they had more as much sales as that on that day. And what I'm trying to show you is that even in its campaign mode, this party is creating an environment where people are seeing prosperity. So something as simple as their rally in Albion, all the businesses around there would have benefited heavily because it's thousands of people in the area. Thousands of people in the area. No matter how many water stations they had, sometimes the time it would take you to get from where you are to the water station is best you buy water at the vendor on the corner. Right? It's best you buy water at the vendor on the corner. So, like I said, it was really, really heartening to see that we have so many like-minded Guyanese. Somebody says Stewardville gonna be bigger. Look, y'all in competition. I'm just there to capture the images and share it to the public, right? But I must say it was a massive rally at Albion. Massive rally at Albion. And the speakers did not disappoint. You know, guys, listen, I want to apologize because we were supposed to have Daniel Siram. Firstly, my time, I had my issue yesterday. And then last night, there was somebody passed away for Daniel. So he couldn't make it last night. And this morning, we were supposed to have Ms. Geeta Chan and Edmonds. But nevertheless, we will reshuffle as things get back into normal mode and get everybody right here to talk with you guys, right? But even the speakers up there, young, vibrant individuals, letting you know that it is their intention, some who are on the team and those who are now joining the team, it is their intention to ensure that we as Guyanese people continue on this trajectory of progress and prosperity, right? They are on board with that. And I was so happy to see so many young people being identified to lead. I was so happy to see Mark Light. Mark Light has seen the light, right? I know I had something I was supposed to share with y'all. Let me put it up in the meantime. Now, Mark Light was there, Geeta Chan, Edmonds was there. You had a Minister of Finance with responsibility for public service. Dr. Ashley Singh was there. You had Minister of Agriculture there. These are persons on the stage I'm talking about. They had other ministers in the background as well. I did see Minister McCoy. I saw Minister Sonia Parag. I saw Minister Onij Walrand. I saw Minister Joseph Hamilton. I saw Minister Juan Edgel, Bishop Juan Edgel, right? I saw the Attorney General in attendance as well. Quite a few ministers of government out there as well, right? So the event was really well attended and the message was clear that Guyana's future is bright under the current leadership. And we see that the leadership has longevity because of the youth factor that is there, right? Because of the youth factor that is there. So, I really forget all of these things. All these things I was supposed to come to y'all with this morning. We'll go a little over time, right? We'll go a little over time. But Mr. The Great to Good. Jesus. Now, aside from Albion, there has been a lot of other things happening around the place. And one of those things is we've yet to see a manifesto or hear about a manifesto from some of these parties that are asking you to elect them to government, right? And more and more we see why we should stay away from allowing certain persons to even get anywhere close to the reins of power. Because at the end of the day, if this is how they behave now, when they actually sit in the seat and have the authority, what will happen to us, right? Now, let me tell you something. I got a message from a guy, overseas based Guyanese, last week. He had asked to come on the program. I didn't have a chance to formalize everything with him. But then a couple days later, I noticed the guy making the rounds on social media, right? Now, there was an attack. There was an attack in border market, right? There was an attack of an individual and overseas based Guyanese in border market. And I think it is wrong. I can't sit here and pretend like I can't speak on it or won't speak on it. It is wrong. People's sexual preference is their business. You shouldn't judge them based on that. And not because somebody has a different sexual preference from you gives you the right to, or it cancels out the fact that you are trying to seek public office and that makes you accountable to the people of Guyana. As a private citizen, you're accountable to yourself. You understand? You got to work within the frameworks of the law. But as a public office or somebody aspiring to public office, you got to answer the people. And this gentleman is a person, a Guyanese, whether he's living overseas or not, he is Guyanese, and you are accountable to him. So this is what happened in the fish pond area there at border. Wait, they got meeting in Essequibo today. I thought it was Friday. What madness is this? Anyway, we're gonna check after the show. I could have swear this meeting was Friday. It's today. Brethren, well, I thought Essequibo meeting is weekend. Are you on a special assignment? Anyway, back to cricket. So the Win political party, they were in the fish pond area at border market, right? Meeting persons. This is what they do. Friday the 26th. I know I'm not crazy. Probably something else. It gotta be something else. It can be anyway, yeah. So the Win party, the Team Moments party, they were in border market meeting and greeting with people. Okay. That's a different issue. IT. Be safe up there, my brother. You're in your home, you're in your second home county. You have second home county. You understand? I hope the people in that area in Essequibo there, you understand me, treat you good. Right, Tusha? Good. Right, so they're moving through the crowd. Let me continue. Are right, guys, I see I'm on repo market. I got you. I dare my shout mouth if you see me. All right, I fast forwarding. This taking a little too long. We'll fast forward. You know something? Dr. Mark DeForge is one of the most unenchanting individuals you could come across. You know, like a presidential candidate does have a charisma to them. Presidential or a vice president or like a prime ministerial candidate. They have this kind of charisma to them. Mark DeForge is one of the most plainest looking, uninviting, unintelligent looking individuals I've come across in a long time. He just got this look on his face like a daft, just a daft. You understand me? Just look at me, I'm daft. And we can come to him and his shenanigans on Facebook soon. Be continuing. So as around the market trying to meet the people. Now, as you could clearly see, not everybody is enchanted by us. So he is accustomed to when he's going certain places, you understand, the persons there. Oh, who like that, boss? Yeah, boss, my boss. Give me something, my boss. But not everybody's like that. Not everybody is like that. So he got a different reception. Than his usual than he's usually accustomed to. So he didn't even know how to operate, right? So unless it's individuals rushing to him to get something, he doesn't know how to engage you. You understand? He just standing around looking like an idiot. Okay, remember he accustomed to photo ops. So persons just usually tell man, chief, just walk around and think we can get the photos and thing. Can't engage with nobody. But the gentleman making the video, goes and asks him a question. Now, despite what anybody says, this is a valid freaking question. The guy didn't ask anything out of the way. The man didn't disrespect Azudin. He asked a valid question. Let's listen in.
Yeah, my boy.
And you notice, he always got some goons around him. So even if you as a regular Guyanese wanted to approach to ask something, the people that you see him, you thinking twice.
Question?
Somebody said, wow, market, why you see? He telling that person, we're going to make this market so much better, right? We're going to make this market so much better very soon, very shortly. How Mr. Mabin will to do? Very soon, very shortly, you will know. This we telling them literally right there. Clive Barrow, morning to you. Welcome. You deal with the Livewire family in there. Try there.
Hi, Mr. Maha.
So, listen. I thought in his hand, because I saw the video online that didn't look out look at it in its entirety. I'm doing it here with you. I like to do it with you guys, so both of us are surprised the same way. You understand? Honestly, I thought it was flyers they had in their hand with information in relation to what they are going to do. Russell, the current babysitter is Dr. DeForge. They don't let him out with either DeForge, the Primus, the Optimus Primus, or thing. Clive, if you don't control yourself in the comment section, brother, I'm gonna block you. Right? So you comment, but like space them out. If you keep commenting back to back, I'm gonna block you. I don't mind the T Mohammed Strolls coming, but when you're harassing my viewers, we ain't got the problem there. So you comment and say what you want, but let a couple comments come in between. If you keep doing it back to back, I'm gonna take a block in you. You ain't gonna create a whole new profile to come back again. So all right. Now, I could have sworn it was flyers with information to share with people. You understand? At this stage, these guys still handing out flags and t-shirts. At this stage, you're not even putting out a summarized document or a snippet of your manifesto so persons could see. Y'all serious? And got people like Clive in people comment section going on like T. Mohammed's political party doing something so amazing. Even Clive, who is here right now, can't tell us what the plan is for Guyana. What the plan is. Now, listen, I am not a fan of the PNC. I am not a fan of the APNU. And it's not just because, morning to Dr. Bevion King on the live. Yeah, and it's not because of politics. I have a personal issue with these people, with how they treated my family member who was deadly loyal to them. You understand? So I said to myself, these guys could never get my support besides their political buffoonery. They cannot get my support because I see how they treat their own. And I say, never the day I will subject myself to that. Even them, who I don't agree with or support, have something to show you. They may be selling you dreams, but they have something to say, well, look, this is a dream that we got. Are we selling it to you? Or we can't ever make it? This is the next one. This is the next one. This idiot literally walking around empty-handed to people. Empty-handed. Trying to get people to support him. Not even a little flyer to say, well, look, this is what we're going to do for you. Right? Not even, oh, the 100,000 is not enough. We're going to give you more. How much more? Very soon, very shortly. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all serious? Let me continue.
Mohammed, I'm Leon from Queens. Can I ask you a question? Did you decide yet on your prime ministerial candidate?
Now here is the funny part, right? Here's the funny part with this section here. I tell you, I ain't look at the video, so as I hear it, it come into my head. Now remember, we buy Mark DeForge, right? Was the first man out the gate and jump on Team Mohammed's. Jump on Team Mohammed's. Because he's like, okay, I'm the first political party to join. I gonna be the presidential, the prime ministerial candidate. I is the leader of the second party in Team Mohammed's, right? Little did he know that the WPA was sending somebody and the PNC was sending somebody too. So now you got David Hines' daughter, Tabitha Sarabu. I have Natasha Lee. Is Natasha Lee something? But the Muslim lady, she gone over there too. Now, guess what? These persons actually being in parliament. So they have a better idea of what goes on in government than Mark the Forge. So Mark the Forge get kicked to the back burner. You understand? So when you see he walking around at PVP rallies and stuff looking disheveled and lost, it's because the commitment he made to try his best to get into power is now out the door because they have more politically savvy persons that join the sanction team. You understand? So up to now, they have a prime ministerial candidate. You notice the parties, the senior ones, the ones who have been around a long time, understand that the public appreciates the type of confidence that is shown when you say, hey, these are the no, Romana, no, don't. Oh my God, that's haram. Don't do that. Jesus Christ, he threw me off with a comment, y'all. Terrible in the comment section. Anyway, but yeah, to have those persons there now, so he looking thin. All the other major political parties, even the new ones, you have a clear idea of what they want to do, where they're going. Literally, this party is like a gas. It ain't got no real form or nothing. It's take any form possible. You understand? And you can't grab onto any policy because it's like gas. You can't hold on to it. You can't even see it. You could smell it though. And it smell like.
But we're less than 2 months away from elections. And the public are waiting.
Very soon, very shortly. What I must say, I like how they leaned into the very soon, very shortly. You understand? And this is tactics from Odessa, right? This is a tactic you use when you know you mess up. You crack the joke on yourself first before people crack it on you. So all you were hearing from them is very soon, very shortly. Very soon, my y'all. Very soon, very shortly. That's all you're going to be hearing.
And what about your policies on education, health, security? Have you come up with anything?
Very valid question, because these are the main sectors: education, health. Very, very, very good question. What is your plan for the education of Guyanese youth? You said every sector is messed up. What is your plan to fix it? You said every sector is messed up, healthcare. What is your plan? But we're not going to hear that because there is no plan. Again, this is a tactic to save himself from the trouble that is hanging over his head. You understand me?
Do you plan? When will that be? But we heard that last week.
And then, brother, if you said you have consulted with the public months ago, why are we still at very soon, very shortly? What kind of consultation you had that up to now you can't say, well, okay, these are the main 10 points that Guyanese across the areas that I went to are looking for. This is what they need to better their lives. We met with 80,000 Guyanese, and this is what most of them say is their main issue. Right? Up to now, this effort by you us is laughable. And mind you, Leon is not being aggressive like reporters would normally be. Leon is an influencer, so he ain't gonna pick up on the nonsense that Mohammed telling him and rebut right away. To say, well, okay, you meet with these people months ago, and you as a presidential candidate can't articulate one thing, can't identify one thing that you will do to make the lives of Guyanese better. One thing, one policy that your, God forbid, government will implement to make Guyanese lives better, you have to wait for very soon and very shortly for your manifesto to be published? Well, then that is shameful, sir. Because it's clear that you aren't even sure about what you want to do as a president of this country. Anyone aspiring to such an office should have a clear idea of what they want to accomplish in that time period. You mightn't accomplish all, but you know, well, yeah, this is what we're doing moving forward. Yeah, are we fed up and not getting our taxes, Clive? We want our taxes. We don't care about that.
But people want to make up their mind. People want to hear from you, hear the details, the fine print. Without hearing the...
You're right. A lot. This guy, I swear. Listen, ask confidence on 10,000. You hear me? Ask confidence is on 10,000. I am saying that the persons that you're seeing coming out to you, this happened with the Grange administration, you know. Y'all remember how they cussed the indigenous persons when they had a feeling that, indigenous persons would have gravitated to them and vote for them. Yes, we got the indigenous vote. When they see the results, oh geez, Amerindians get lambasted from... Y'all remember? They had people overseas hollering, we all got time with them Amerindians. They don't do nothing for Guyana. Got time with Amerindians. Y'all remember? Y'all remember how they go on when they lost the indigenous vote? This is very similar. This guy feels because he goes to one and two communities and share out one and two things, everybody jump on team arm. It's because somebody collect a jersey. Sir. At the end of the day, I keep saying to y'all, the interventions and the initiatives put forward by government trump you guys 18,000 times over, or 75,000 US times over. You understand? Trump you guys. And the taxpayers' money argument coming from a man who is facing tax evasion allegations, laughable.
Policies?
Because they know that I'm a man of my word, I stay true to my promise, and I don't promise.
What?
But we're less than 2 months away from elections, and the public are waiting. And what about your policies on education, health, security? Have you come up with anything? Do you plan? When will that be? But we heard that last week.
Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? Leon is an overseas-based Guyanese asking a genuine question, because he's not like Rickford Bork and Mark Benchcop and those guys that leave Guyana, change up the accent, and play big boys from basements in a land far, far away. Leon comes back and forth to Guyana. Leon promotes Guyana. He's promoted Guyanese businesses. He's promoted Guyanese tourism. He's promoted Guyanese food, all kinds of things. Leon comes back and forth. So he's in. I have how I see, they got two types. They got active Guyanese in the diaspora, and they got inactive ones. The inactive ones are those who go to wherever they go, and they just fall into that culture and they just melt away into it. They forget the Guyanese hood. Leon just come back and eat jail back a curry and them kind of thing, and engage in Guyanese things. So Leon has every right to ask these questions. Every single right. And could you imagine as a potential president, you have nothing to say? Nothing to say? After consulting with people months ago?
I consulted with the public months ago, and our manifesto will be based on people. From visiting all the communities, my manifesto will be based.
But people want to make up their mind. People want to hear from you, hear the details, the fine print,
People already make up their mind who they're voting for.
without hearing the policies.
Because they know that I'm a man of my word.
What? So people make up their mind without hearing the policies because they know he's a man of his word. How did you know the brother? As I swear, it people say money don't give you sense. Money don't give you sense, How stupid could you be? You're a man of your word? What word?
Stay true to my promise, and I don't promise, I don't deliver.
But still, you haven't come out and really outlined how you're going to continue or change the development in Guyana and to fine-tune policies, foreign policies, health, education, security.
Valid questions. Hats off to Leon. You hear what I'm telling y'all? Valid questions. How are you going to represent us on the international scene? How? You have to outline something. You understand? Even with Trump as a celebrity like this guy had policy. So he had policy about Cuba, he got policy about war, he got policy about immigrants. We knew what his policy was. The Americans knew what his policy was before they voted. This idiot.
How are you going to better the transportation sector?
Some of the plans, for example, pensioners receiving $41,000 a month. We will increase the pension.
To how much?
They don't know the figure.
What?
You don't know the figure?
Jesus Christ, no. Look. Man. Wait. Leon, dry out. This is after months of consultation, people. This is after months of consultation. This is what the outcome is. Y'all could believe it.
And I don't promise, I don't deliver.
But still, you haven't come out and really outlined how you're going to continue or change the development in Guyana and to fine-tune policies, foreign policies, health.
Y'all listen carefully, Hey, I gotta bring Leon on this show today for real, man. Leon, hats off to you. Hats off to you because he's not gonna stand that long with a seasoned journalist. He thought that you would have asked a couple pian questions and you would have gone. He didn't know that you'd have come in ready for he. Hats off to you, Leon. Matter of fact, Leon, you should name Leon Shibral now. Because, yes, you are Leon Shibral from now.
Education, security, how are you going to better the transportation sector?
Some of the plans, for example, pensioners receiving $41,000 a month. We will increase the pension.
To how much?
You see the stupid look on your face? Right? That's when your brain say, error. I can't remember if it was Star Wars or Lost in Space. The robot that used to go around, error, cannot compute, error. He brain, it had to reboot. Brain had to reboot. You understand me? He was not ready for Leon. He thought Leon was coming like a regular influencer, but Leon was ready for he. You understand me? Look at the pause. Jesus Christ.
But people want to make up their mind. People want to hear from you, hear the details, the fine print.
People already make up their mind who
without hearing the
Y'all please listen. Listen to me,
policies?
please.
Because they know that I'm a man of my word, I stay true to my promise, and I don't promise, I don't deliver.
Y'all watch and see when me buy brain start to watch. Y'all watch.
But still, you haven't come out and really outlined how you're going to continue or change the development in Guyana and to fine-tune policies, foreign policies, health, education.
Look, it's about to happen. Please look at your TV, please. Because I'm playing it back after we move it forward. Please look.
Security, how you're going to better the transportation sector.
Some of the plans, for example, pensioners receiving $41,000 a month. We will increase the pension.
So how much?
So you talking about pension, right? 40-something thousand a month. He gonna increase the pension. How much? What should I say? Yeah, error.
You don't know sector.
Watch.
For example, pensioners receiving $41,000.
Right? Soon as he get the question, how much? Me buy brains fry automatically. Fry. Me talking about French fry. Fricassee. You understand me? He braids fricassee out the head when Leon say, how much?
We will increase the pension.
So how much?
Right, frozen.
You don't know the figure?
You don't know the figure?
He know the figure. So he don't know how much he increasing it to. He don't know if that increase is actually sustainable in relation to Guyana's economy. Nothing at all. And this is months after consultation. Months. You understand? So they be talking to people and do nothing after. They talk to Senate pensioners and it didn't work out how they were going to increase the pension. All they know they're going to increase it. All they know is that they will be doing things. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how they're doing it, but they are going to be doing it. That is the uncertainty that they're offering Guyanese. You understand me? These guys are despicable at best. Despicable.
But it will be more than the PPP and the Amazon.
All he knows, it will be more than the PPP. And that is what they offer you. No clear solution, just that it will be more than the PPP.
But at least you should get a figure in your head. At this time, we're almost at the crunch time for elections, and you're saying very soon again the same thing you said last week. Same answers.
Now watch. This thing don't allow me to jump back easily. It's go too far back. But if you look, you see, look at the forge. I don't know if that's so grim in the back there, but look at the forge. Now, this is in an effort to intimidate Leon. You understand? So they want to put Leon image out there so that the scrapes them, the Team Ahmed scrapes them, could harass him. But Leon didn't do anything wrong. Leon asks invalid questions. Right? So this all you'll get from the forge, intimidation.
So there's again no idea from Mr. Mohammed. He's saying very soon, very shortly.
And Leon isn't lying. All during Leon's stream, he broadcast with his live, he upload the video later. Leon has been very honest. He asked valid questions. He got no answers. And his reporting on after the fact was factual. We got no answers very soon, very shortly. You all heard that before.
Same kind of answers he gave at the nomination day.
Nomination day in front of GCOM.
Even. No, but we want to hear details. Other parties have launched their campaign. They've come out with a manifesto. Sorry? The PPP Civic Manifesto is out. No, they have a manifesto. They launched their campaign. Mr. Mohammed has not. Sir, when will you host a press conference for the media?
I already consulted with the people of this country. Our manifesto is based on the people. The people need.
Yeah, but the people gotta know what it is. If it's based on the people, Clive, the pump station billing, we still left under. The Bellevue, go Bellevue there. The pump station billing. Clive! John Thompson! John Thompson! John Thompson is here, people. Leon instigated the problem. Bro, you're being disingenuous. This is the type of nonsense you get from John Thompson. Condoning buffoonery. John Thompson would never accept this from a U.S. presidential candidate. This sort of ambiguity, this sort of nonsensical nonsense, John Thompson. You would never accept, John Thompson. I wish I could send you an invite to bring you on this show live right now again. You would never accept this foolishness from a presidential candidate in the U.S., John Thompson. And the mere fact that you don't live in Guyana and you are ushering Guyanese and pushing Guyanese to vote for this BS when it will not affect you is horrible, sir. It is horrible. You wouldn't want this leading you if you are living in this country. And the fact that you claim to be a sensible individual and supporting someone who cannot even articulate, if God forbid you decide, you and your family, because you look, based on what I saw, you have children of school age. They may be bigger, I don't know. But let's say you decide to move back to Guyana. I highly doubt you'd want to live under very soon, very shortly policies, John Thompson. You understand? I think you would not want to live under those very soon, very shortly policies. You would want to know what is in store for education in this country, because your children would have to go to school here if you move back. You would want to know, John Thompson, what is in store for health, because you have to take your old ass to the hospital here if you move back. But guess what? You don't care about that. Because you, sir, have no intention of moving back to this country. You, sir, John Thompson, have no intention of contributing to this country other than your opinion on matters that you don't understand from afar. Right? So again, John, I am hoping I have another opportunity to debate you on pertinent topics in this country. Because like I said, you are the next one who's talk from afar and aloof as to what is actually happening on the ground. That you could encourage Guyanese to get on board with this foolishness that you yourself don't have to deal with. Madness, John Thompson. Madness, I say.
Mr. Mohammed, when are you going to host a press conference with the local media here? But you seem not to have any dates and anything sure.
Imagine that. Look at this guy. I will be living in Guyana soon, and that's why I support Asadine Mohammed, anti-Mohammeds. Very soon, very shortly, sir. You understand me, John? You very soon, very shortly, you're gonna be living in Guyana. That's just like T. Mohammed's ideas and manifesto and all that. Very soon, very shortly. That's when we gonna have you here in Guyana. And you know what I mean? It ain't coming, brother. It ain't coming. It ain't coming. No way, as an American, you would accept that from a Democrat or a Republican candidate, whoever you supported. No bumbleclot way. I'm telling you, sir. And for you to sit there in your truck currently and pretend like this is acceptable. Highly disingenuous, John Thompson. Highly disingenuous.
You're just pulling ideas and saying shortly, very soon.
You can imagine, John Thompson, you can imagine this idiot meeting with US officials. Oh, don't, you can't do that. Let me say Canadians. So what is your thoughts on the treaty? Very soon, very shortly, we look at this treaty months ago, but very soon, very shortly, we'll tell you how we position. That makes sense, John? John, Please send you might want to send your number, because people will see and they might harass you. But I wish I could send you a link to pop in on this live now. And tell us, the guy, these people, why you support Team Mohammed. On what grounds? On what grounds? By y'all, hey, Jad, you?
Yes, you do, but there are specifics. No, this was just a coincidence. But we want to still hear from you about how you're going to change the different transform.
The handlers carrying you. Oh, there's a call. And she said, let me move on. Go. Let me move on. You understand me? Morning to you, John Thompson. Listen, my WhatsApp number, let me put it at the bottom of the screen here for you. I'm not taking calls from anybody. I'm putting this number here, right? So John Thompson can send me a WhatsApp message and I can send him a link to come in on this program. And maybe he can tell Guyanese why they should support Mohammed. On what grounds they should support Mohammed. Because he's always talking. And that's why I said the last time, John, I wanted to see how you perform with others. Because you got a lot to say when you're on your own. But when you got other people there to check you, fact check you on what you say, you've got to go gym. You've got to go work out. You know, are the signal in the gym ain't good? Are your earpods ain't working good and you got to put the phone close to your ears or something? You understand? So that is my number there, John. You send me a WhatsApp message. Let me send you a link and you come in here and you tell the Guyanese people why they should support Mohammed. Because I personally think you are privy to the manifesto. Right, John? You have to be privy to the manifesto for you to have so much conviction about something, about uncertainty, about what all other Guyanese are uncertain about. You had to see the manifesto. I personally think is Mohammed, Odessa, Dagi, Hector Stout, then you. You understand me? Then you. Oh God, I hope as you message me here, John. No, this is somebody from somewhere. 4 + 4 = 4. This is not John. Right? This is not John. John, please message me. The number's on the screen. But let me continue anyway. Hopefully he message. But I highly doubt it because they don't like when people are able to check them. You understand me? They don't like that.
Diana, it's a lot of generalities right now. We need specifics. Huh? In due time, we're 2 months away from it.
Watch the forge, boss. I don't know why Mark de France don't go in a car now. This guy is such a weirdo. I posted last night on Facebook. This guy reminds me of children who didn't get attention when they're small, right? And when they get big, they're willing to do whatever is necessary to be noticed, whatever, even if it's something illegal or wrong. That is how Mark de France comes over to me. Courdel, he sent his WhatsApp number. I'm not seeing it in the chat. If anybody see it, please. Oh, okay, hold on, John. Let me add you. Jesus. All right. I gotta do it through the phone. I hope this is the +1 thing. Hold on, John. Let me add you. We're gonna go over time today. +1 3 4 7 6 8 1 5 3 1 4. Add. Got you, John. Hold on, John. Good, save. Right. Let me WhatsApp you there, John. Courdel here. Good. Let me send you a link, John. WhatsApp. I hope the message went through. Right, good. That's the link, John. I just sent it to you. Please click on the link, put your name in, and enter the studio, bro. and see if you could tell us a little more than Mohammed's in relation to what's going on. Please, I just sent it to you. I just sent you the link. Please jump in, John, anytime.
Election.
This guy.
Yeah, but we're drawing closer to the period, and voters want to hear.
This joker.
And that's not just a good answer enough. It's not good enough. It's not a good answer.
I agree, bro.
So there we have it here at the Monrepo market here.
The
I asked him the question.
Market. Sorry. I thought it was Board-Up. Monrepo market. My bad. Sorry to all the Monrepo people. I thought it was Board-Up market he be.
And when is he going to launch his manifesto? When is he going to launch his party? When is he going to launch his policies for people to hear? And he said very shortly, very soon again. Same thing. Anyway, guys, that's it from me here at Monrepo Market. He doesn't know who's going to be the vice president of the party.
John, please click the link I sent you on WhatsApp. Let me call the number and see if he can answer. Let me make sure it's the right number I save. This phone battery low. But I know I put in the right number, man. Let me plug in this cable. I tell you, I'll be going over time today. John, answer the phone, please. John, please answer the phone. I literally calling John right now. Yelling us late. Let me make it bigger. Hold on. I calling John. No answer. I don't know if y'all gonna see this here. Look the number there. Look the number there. I just put it in. That's the right number, people. That's the right number. Look. I just sent the link to John. Just sent it to John. John, come downstairs. John, come downstairs. Let me call you again. Good morning, Courdel Jones. Please don't pay attention to these people. They just want attention. T-Dram, sometimes you got to put them in the place. You have to put them in the place. They're talking a lot of nonsense they can't back up. Right? Look, we're calling John again. Guys, that's the right number that I put in there? Because it's gone up in the chat. John? John?
Yes, I went into the office. I went into the shipping office. I'm picking up, if you listen to that noise in the background, that's a freezer, refrigerator making a whole lot of noise. I'm not hiding from you, bro. I would never hide from a debate. You know me already.
So how much time you need to get the fridge and the thing so you're ready, brother? Can you wait on you? I can keep the live running.
Yeah. Listen to the noise here.
John, don't worry with the noise. How long it can take you to finish what you're doing so you can talk to me? You can talk to us, my viewers, and all of us.
Listen, give me a few minutes and I hit you back. Let me set this thing up for these people, right? I only do a live when I am available. I'm like on a break or when I'm not in the doors yet. I'm just setting the temperature, right? And getting it set for them. They gotta get to minus 10 degrees.
Oh,
so I gotta watch it and I gotta take care of that first.
All right, John. Work is important. Work is important, John. Right? So you do your thing. When you get time, you call us back. I can try and keep this live running till 9:30. Till 9:30. You understand? Hopefully you're ready by then.
Courdel, not on my accord. If you got an edge life, I got things to do, Hey, when I'm available, I'll be on your live. I got a problem. No hard feelings.
All right, brother. Cool. No scene. No scene. Take care. One Guyana. Bro, y'all see what I'm telling y'all? Y'all see what I'm telling y'all? Y'all see what I'm telling y'all? Y'all hold on a second, man. Just give me a second. This guy. Look, I am sorry, guys. But I just want y'all to see and understand, right? John packed in the fridge. He got to get at a certain temperature, so he can't talk to us now. More to Mike Bisram and family. Glad you guys could tune in. Nevertheless, with this video, I wanted to get to a certain point before we move on.
And he doesn't know when he's going to host a press conference. So yes, coming here from Monaco Market.
Where this lady moved from Stabrook, she used to there by Stabrook on the corner there by the fire station, and she little chair, she there till Monrepo now. What?
Imagine that.
What is this one? I swear, Mark, the France, you use the poster child for abused children. You understand me? You are the poster child for abused children. That the Bibles just look like somebody just doing something wrong. Go and tell somebody, Mark, please.
But what can Ms. Mohammed do to better it? What are his policies?
Even Mark the Forge can make up something to tell people. That's how bad it is. Even Mark can make up something to tell people. I'm keeping the show running for John, you know. This live is continuing. I want John to finish packing the truck and sit down and talk to us. Are we going?
Yeah, but we want to hear your president. We want to hear your presidential.
Leon, you got to get a USB mic set and put it on people's so we're not hearing what the people saying properly. You understand? Leon, you're living in the States. Buy a DJI mic 1 or a DJI mic 2 so you could do these things properly, brother.
We want to hear your presidential candidate's plans on paper, his strategies and what he will do to improve and bring poverty down. But none of that has surfaced since. Now you're getting personal. You see, I'm asking questions and he's not and now you're calling me anti-man.
They call Leon an anti-man. They call Leon an anti-man. How dare these people? How dare these people? How dare y'all disrespect Leon like that? That is to show you the prejudice in them, even outside of office. They address Leon as anti-man. That's derogatory. Come on now. That's not welcomed in this one Guyana we living in. How could you call Leon an anti-man? He has rights too. The sad part about it, we hear nothing from Sassad. Nothing from Sassad. This attack on this individual who has been boldly living his life as he's like, he ain't hiding from nobody, like Sherrod and them thing. You know, I just tell y'all, Sherrod living in a glass closet. Like you could see straight through, so I don't know we hide it in there. Come out, brother. There's a glass closet you there. We seen you in there. You understand me? So instead of answering Leon's questions, they decide to attack Leon on his perceived sexual preference. Because I never lied on with Leon to know, well, yes, no, whatever. But attack Leon based on their perceived preference of Leon. You understand? That is disrespectful. And if you decide that you're going to attack Leon like this, he ain't tell you nothing that you're a tax evader, gold smuggler, alleged murderer, alleged drug trafficker. Leon ain't tell you nothing of the sort. You know, Leon ain't get personal with you. Leon asks you general pertinent questions about Guyana and where you would like to take it. Nothing out of the way Leon asks you. And you will let your people attack Leon like that? No. Oh gosh, I get a voice note from John. Let me hear what it said. Look, I want full transparency. And we just get a voice note from John. Let me hear.
Bro, all I be saying is that the PPP could do better. The PPP could improve a whole lot. You know what I mean? The PPP could do more for the Guyanese people. That's all I've been saying. All the monies that's coming into Guyana, they could do much more with the funds.
First of all, John, this seems like the only way I'll get to debate you. Where was any society, first world country, built in the time of their economic boom? Completely. Guyana is currently being built out, sir. So it will take time. The fact that the government is doing what it's doing currently, I think is commendable, sir. Money for dialysis people. And when you say do more, I'm thinking more money in the pockets of people. Money for dialysis people, raising the income tax threshold, removal of 200 taxes on products and licenses and fees, free education from nursery to tertiary, plus you're getting help because we care, money for the joint services people, subsidized housing programs for Guyanese, regular Guyanese remigrating, high income, middle income, low income Guyanese. What more you're talking about, sir? Schools, hospitals all across the country. Diversification of the agricultural sector. We are now producing high-value crops that we used to import a few years ago. Broccoli, cauliflower, carrots are being produced here. Farmers getting assistance, fisher folk getting assistance. Come on. Massive infrastructure. I don't care where somebody Concussion Road. I call it where y'all call it. I don't care what you say about it. The fact that it has opened up so many lands, the fact that it has cut the commute for thousands of Guyanese, probably in half or even more, speaks volumes, sir. So this more you're saying that they should do, I would love to hear you articulate exactly what more you're expecting. New Demerara River crossing, new Mackenzie Wisma crossing, new Barbies crossing. What more are you talking about, sir? What more are you talking about? And yes, I will say more could be done. But Jesus Christ, I believe that they're doing enough currently. You hear me? I believe that they're doing enough that you cannot say, oh God, things ain't happening. Jobs are all over the place. It's just some people who want work, John. It's just some people who want work. Let me continue. Let me hear what John got to say.
Bad management. Under bad management, we need new management. If the PPP get new management system and new individual, well, Barcy is going to change some individual in parliament. So hopefully we get better.
New management. John Thompson talking about new management. John Thompson talking about new management. We got new management in 2020. We have to wait 5+ months for it, for the new management, brother. Right? What grounds are you saying we need new management on? On what grounds? I don't want to hear the speculation you get from Melly Mel and Mark Benchcop and Rick Footwork and those things. Provide me with facts and evidence. Provide me with facts and evidence to back up what you're saying. Right? Don't share your feelings with me. Share facts. And the fact is, under the management of this Irfan Ali-led PPP administration, more Guyanese are benefiting. So if that is bad management, let them manage badly. More Guyanese are benefiting. And I'm not talking just contractors. I'm talking about Guyanese that are able to flourish in the environment created by the Irfan Ali administration. That is what I'm talking about. So, nonsense, John Thompson. Again, provide facts and evidence of this bad management. And anything you say or deem as bad management, I am asking you if there was a situation similar or even worse under the previous administration. And then I'll ask you to point me to the video, the live stream that you did calling out the tomfoolery that went on 2015 to 2020. That is what I'm interested in hearing.
Better management, but that's what's important. I'm looking for better management, and I think with Az is a businessman. I think he would handle the business of Guyana much better. That's what I.
Well, sir, no. Az is not a businessman. Az is an individual that is enjoying himself off of the business acumen of his father. Which one of those businesses Az start on his own? And here, I am not shooting Az in the foot because his family would have put systems in place for him to benefit. Well done, sir. Well done. Your father ensured that he was a prudent businessman, so he has a son to waste all of his money now, whatever is left. You understand? Whatever is left. Fine. But I am saying to you that Az is not an accomplished businessman with anything. Right? Az has enough money to start a business and that business not make 1 cent and it doesn't impact his life whatsoever because of his father's business prowess in his younger days. So I don't know what business acumen you're talking about, John Thompson. Right? I don't know what you're talking about. What is it? Because all Az, you don't ever see him in a business setting. Az always someplace having fun. Whether it's the Spanish them on the boat, Spanish them in the hinterland, wherever it is, Az having fun. You see we fathers there at home, working, making money. You understand? So for you to attribute those riches to Az only is asinine. And you need to have a better assessment. Whatever you do, John, you probably accomplish on your own. Right? You're struggling Guyana on the Bornum. You run from Guyana, you run to the States. You go on, you take your truck driving course because y'all let's make a lot of money driving them trucks. People don't know. It's the only thing that you're usually away from your family a lot because you're driving cross country and them thing. But you save up money when you go to the States, go and do your course. Now you're a certified tractor trailer operator. Now you can make your money. You understand? You build yourself. Ask them do that. Ask them do that. Lot of help, sir. A lot of help. I think this is what John said as the half an hour. He said he points in a voice note.
I just want to give someone else a chance because of 5 years, bad management ain't do much for us. You know what I mean? The rest of it is politics. The rest of
who else you talking about? John Thompson, who else you talking about? You're talking about the United States. You got to be talking about the United States. What us? You're a Guyanese living here going through anything? Huh? You're a Guyanese living here going through anything? You just come back and vote. When last you vote in this country but us? You're Guyanese by association. John Thompson, when was the last time you were in Guyana? You're using this us so loosely. Y'all serious? Y'all serious, John? You got to be a madman. Let me hear that again. Hold on.
Man, I think he would handle the business of Guyana much better. That's what I think. I just want to give someone else a chance because of 5 years, bad management ain't do much for us.
More contractors in the government system, more house land distributed to Guyanese people than the previous administration, more schools built in this administration than the previous administration, more hospitals built in this administration than the previous administration, more stadiums built in this administration across regions than that administration, more health facilities, not talking about hospitals, health huts, health posts, and those things built in all across the regions. More roads, community roads, highways built than the previous administration. So what are you talking about, John? What are you talking about? Are you saying in America every time a road is built, it's built perfectly and there's no defects or anything at all? Are you saying in America that there are no roads with potholes or that need fixing? Are you comparing Guyana to a first world country that got 400 years of history? We ain't break 100 years yet independence, you know. We ain't break 100 years yet. And comparing us, anyway, let me finish with this vice note.
You know what I mean? The rest of it is politics. The rest of the jargon is politics. This is about managing our resources to the best of our ability.
But if it was that, John, you would not have sent me this foolishness. If it was about managing our resources to the best of our ability, you would not have sent me this voice note. Because clearly, us is not the one. You know, I wanted to ask John Thompson this morning. John, what state I could go and buy a Lamborghini for 75,000 US? I was hoping I could have gotten a chance to ask John Thompson now. As an American, somebody living over there who got the green card or the citizenship or whatever you want to call it, I wanted to ask John Thompson where or if he could get one for the price for we. You understand?
And it's not happening now. That's all. I ain't hating on nobody. The rest.
John, you had a full dose of haterade this morning. You had a full dose of it. That is hating. Because, and why I say these things, again, I mentioned to you guys, I don't know when last John Thompson was in Guyana. So everything you hear from John Thompson is reported speech. It's not nothing in facts. John ain't been on the ground and see for himself. John is not here or was not here anytime during the Granger presidency. So he doesn't know what Guyanese been through. He don't know what Guyanese coming off the heels of. The kind of sufferation that was happening in this country and the leaps and bounds that it has moved forward from. You understand? This guy, and that is why I say sometimes I don't bother with some of the people in the diaspora that talking. Because some of them don't even come on the ground. I've seen poor people governor here. So I know that definitely what he doing is malicious. Because he comes and he see the development and still go back and talk stupidness. But people like Rickford Bart, John Thompson, I don't know when the last Mark Benchcap been here. Mark gone a while. Them people don't come here. Mark just got a guy, something Thomas, commenting on things in Guyana. I doubt he ever been to Guyana. You understand? Every other person that comes to this country not political, government official, whoever. Wow, I'm amazed at what's happening here. Oh, wow. Wow, y'all are wow. Because they're juxtaposing what they knew from when they were there the last time to what they're seeing now. And they're like, wow, y'all move forward. Wow, progress. But no, the people who ain't coming seeing different. Nothing is happening. You don't see because you're coming. You don't see because you're coming, brother.
The rest of it, like I said, is politics. Anyway, one love, man. I just don't feel, I'm feeling the live this morning. I want to maintain this. I just want to relax. See if I can maintain this temperature on this unit and make sure this people product don't get damaged. This load here, this load.
You see, John, who you talking to? Who you talking to? You think, listen, you trying to tell me the people in America give you a trailer that in keeping the temperature it's supposed to keep? This is what you trying to tell me the people give you a not working trailer that can spoil the people produce or whatever it is that could make them liable? That's yourself, man. Yeah, freezer truck does work. You can't put nobody in them session, the John. Right? You can't put nobody in them session. You checking truck and freeze and this and that. Nobody want to hear that. Now, I wanted to touch on this, but I get caught up with ass and his asinity. But I must, before I go, right? Now, I just want to touch on the conflicting messages from the APNU coalition, right? And just to highlight the persons that if this is the confusion before elections and out of government, what can happen after the fact, right? Now, as the leader of the PNC and the leader of the opposition, Aubrey Norton has said, Granger managed Guyana properly during his tenure. We subscribe to his philosophy. This was published by the Guyana Standards on June 29, 2025. Now, 1 month later, or not even a full month, because it happened in July, co-leader and member of the WPA, David Hines, says the APNU plus AFC government did not do enough for young people during his time in office. So is Aubrey Norton saying that he's subscribing to not doing enough for young people if they're elected to office again? People, contradiction equals confusion. How could one senior coalition leader, Norton, praise Granger's tenure as a blueprint, while another, Hines, admits it failed to empower young people? Either the past was good or it wasn't. They can't have it both ways. This exposes the internal confusion and the lack of a united or unified vision within the APNU. And I think this makes them unelectable. Right? Now, what is even more damning, it seems like there were no lessons learned from the Granger administration. Norton wants to subscribe to the same Granger philosophy that failed to deliver youth empowerment, jobs, and innovation. If your own coalition partner admits that you didn't serve young people well, why would you double down on the same failed strategy, Aubrey Norton? Right? So we get an admission of failure, but no accountability. Dr. Hines' statement is essentially an apology. Right? But he takes no responsibility. Who is looking at policy reforms in that coalition? There's no outlined correction plan. Just empty promises for the future from this group. Right? If they are going to ask for the vote of the Guyanese, voters deserve clarity, not contradictions. These mixed messages show that the coalition doesn't even know what it stands for in 2025. Guyanese cannot trust a group that can't even agree on whether their last government was a success or a failure. At the end of the day, young people were abandoned. And this is by their own admission. From 2015 to 2020, the APNU plus AFC held the reins of power. And it is a fact that they failed the youth. Now they want a second chance based on a model they themselves criticize. The only thing this group is consistent about, the only thing the APNU is consistent about is being inconsistent. Right? Norton says Granger's legacy is a guide. Hines says it was a letdown. Imagine the kind of chaos that this grouping would bring if they return to power. Right? So who is lying? Norton says Granger's style was flawless. Hines said it failed our young people. One praising a blueprint, the other burning it. And this is the coalition asking for your vote in 2025. Choose wisdom, not confusion. You understand me? Choose wisdom and not confusion. And finally, you see, you can send a voice note. I played for y'all. So we're waiting on John no more. I got one more video to run through. We gonna make up for yesterday.
Country. And I'm seeing one of my viewer there talking about the 27 subjects. Man, look, 27 subjects, you don't have to have 27 subjects to prove that you're somebody. 5 subjects is enough to go to university.
The level of mediocrity that comes from the opposition, it is so disenchanting. Imagine the youth of Guyana, and you often hear when CXC results come out, people across the Caribbean, it's like, what? Is what a feeding them Chinese children by 20-something subjects, all ones, all distinctions are a one. You understand me? And these three idiots sitting down on a live program, lamenting the fact that Guyanese children have a high learning capacity, that they can write 21 subjects and pass every single one. They got a problem with that. Listen to this lady, and this is who would like to be the Minister of Education. Coretta MacDonald, I continue to say, you could never step in the shoes of Minister Malik Chan. The accomplishments under education under Minister Malik Chan, never the day you could do it, man. I am absolutely sure.
To run a country. And I'm seeing one of my viewer there talking about the 27 subjects. Man, look, 27 subjects, you don't have to have 27 subjects to prove that you're somebody. 5 subjects is enough to go to university. As long as you know what you want.
Imagine the person know what they want and have the capacity to learn and then pass these exams. So it's not a case where they're writing 21 subjects and they fail in 20 or they fail in 15. People, listen, people who write 21 and 27 subjects usually pass every single one of them. There's no one that's write them among the subjects and feeling 10, 12 out of the 21. The persons who are doing that have the capacity to do so. You understand? And could you believe that this PNC group promoting mediocrity in Guyana? Our students must be mediocre. 5 subjects alone. You write 5. That's it. The government willing to pay for 8. But they're like, no, you write 5. You write 5 alone. You crazy. And this is these are the people who want to lead this country. These are the people who want to lead this country. Y'all are crazy. There has never been a child who wrote all these subjects suffering from mental breakdown. They run mad. There is no negative outcome that has come from a Guyanese child studying, writing, and passing all them subjects. But this is what these 3 idiots sit down here to discuss. Right?
5 subjects is enough with math and English. So the 27 and 29 and so on, I don't know why they're jumping all over the place. We have recognized that this Minister of Education that we have, Mark, she gloats. You know, she gloats in the 29 and the 27 subjects and so on. But we will deal with that after September 1st. Mark, we're going to take your clothes.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry. Right? Now, here's my thing before I end this program. Do you hear how Coretta is approaching the education of this country? This is Coretta's views and thoughts about the youth of Guyana excelling in multiple subject areas. We will deal with that when we get into government. Right? We will deal with that when we get into government. So for these persons here, Guyanese youths being divorced in various subject areas, a wide range of subject areas, is a bad thing. Right? That's a bad thing to them. I don't know what more to tell y'all about these persons here. Right? But if this is what you're choosing to lead you, I am definitely not doing that. Right? I am definitely not doing that. This is a really sad group. A really, really sad group. It's not even funny anymore. It's sad. It's sad. More Guyanese getting contracts. More Guyanese writing more subjects. And that is a problem. That is an issue to the hopeful education minister. Right? Guys, listen, I out to here. See you guys here tomorrow. I'm going to definitely work on getting Miss Geeta Chandan Edmonds on the program tomorrow morning. And I am thinking by Thursday evening, we should have Daniel Seram. Right? So look out for that interview tomorrow. See you guys on the flip side. And as I usually say, before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. John Thompson, it's all about one Guyana.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountain, We ain't giving up no tree. We ain't giving up no river that belongs to